Today, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So today, our topic for today is all about ratio and proportion. So before that, we have to define first what is ratio. So what do you think is ratio? Anyone? Anyone of the class? What is ratio? So if you don't know, let's define it. So
Transform.
okay, please read everyone.
Ratio is a way of comparing two or more quantities.
So ratio is comparing from is the comparison from one quantities to another quantities. So like for example, we have three circles and five squares. So what is the ratio of circles to squares? But before that, we have to know that there are three ways in expressing ratio. So first we have word form, which we use A is to B. Color form, A is to B. Fraction form, A over B or A upon B. So, di ba there are three circles and five squares. So the ratio is, di ba question is ratio of
Circles to
everyone
squares.
please listen. Everyone, may I have your attention? So di ba the question is what is the ratio of circles to squares? So the ratio is circles to squares. So in word form, we are going to write it in 3 is to 5. Column form, A column 5 or 3 is to 5. In fraction form, we have to write it in 3 over 5 or 3 upon 5. Do you understand, class?
Yes, teacher.
So now let us know how are we going to call the two quantities or the quantities. So first the first term the first term in a ratio is called antecedent. So sa ganito ano nga ang tawag sa first term?
Antecedent.
And the second term we are going to call it consequent. So how are we going to call the second term?
Consequent.
So okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed to let us have an example first. So sige. I have here an example. Everyone please read.
I bought 3 apples and 6 mangoes for my milkshake. What is the ratio of apples to mangoes?
So this is the problem. So anyone of the class who wants to answer here in front? Okay, I'll mark. Sige, write it in word form. No, I have here concept pen. Wait for a while. Word form lang. Sa word form.
3 is to 6.
Sige. Now, that's all. Okay, thank you, Mr. Almar. Next, who can write? Write it in color form.
Ako sa fraction.
I know, just wait. Ako tayo pag-influence sa mga. Now, now, who can write it? Fraction 4. Mr. Simuko. You will answer in the fraction the remaining one. No, kumita. No, that's not correct. Sige. So let's check. Let's check if their answers are correct. So first, is this correct?
Yes.
Because the question what is asked here is what is the ratio of apples to mangoes? So there are 3 apples and 6 mangoes, right? So there 3 is to 6. So is this correct? Yes. It's correct. So this one is this correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we can see that the fraction here is can be simplified, right? That is because there are 6 and we are going to find the less common factor. So there, diba there are 9. Meron tayo 3 over 6. So what is the number that can be divided in the two quantities?
3.
That can so yeah, we can write it in the board to simplify the ratio. Who can write it on the board? No, any hand. Miss Argus, please in front. How are you going to simplify 6 upon 6? 3 upon 6. So, is Argus correct?
Yes.
Answer is correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, it's correct because 3 and 6, 3 and 6 is can be divided into 3. 3 and 3. So, the answer is 1/2. So, now, let's move on to our next topic. So, now, di ba nakita na natin yung kung paano natin i-express ang ratio. There are 3 ways, right? So now let's move on to the equivalent ratios. So let's move on to the equivalent ratios. So please read everyone.
Are ratios that make the same comparison of numbers.
So if ratios, if there are, it is we can say that it is equivalent ratio if both quantities in the first term and the second term is equal. So now let us have an example. I have here 1 drink and 2 donuts. So the ratio here is the ratio of the drink to donut is 1:2. So now let us know how to find the missing term in a pair of equivalent ratios. First, please read.
To find the missing term in a pair of equivalent ratio,
Number 1.
write the ratio in fraction form.
Next,
Use cross multiplication. Write the equation. Solve for the missing value.
example. Please read.
During weekends, Joey helps her mother sell boko juice. For every boko, Joey adds 4 liters of water. three boko so that the taste will be the same.
So now, so this is the let us count first what is asked.
How many
So now,
letters teacher?
what is asked?
How many letters?
So how many letters?
Three bokos.
Bocos.
The bokos.
Bocos.
How many letters of water
Does he need for three bocos?
does he need
For three bocos. So that
three bocos?
for three
So that ano na lang isulat is hindi na natin siya isulat is so there I have here one boko and
Four.
one
What's up?
and four letters of
What's
water. I have here so ang given is one boko, four letters and three. So isulat natin ang first ang una na binanggit dito na numbers. Then next there, di ba there are three bokos? So what is asked here is
How many
how many letters? So to find the equivalent ratio, so first we have to write the ratio in fraction form. This is it. So use cross multiplication. So this ang kailangan is ilang letters ang kailangan sa 3 buko. So now to find it, we are going to this question mark we're going to substitute we're going to put n here because this is what is asked. So we're going to next is write the equation, solve the missing term, di ba ang sabi natin is cross multiplication. So we're going to cross Sige. One buko times n. So we're going to
1N.
1 n is equal to now
4 times 3, 12.
Four letters 12. Lagay muna natin dito. 1 times n is equal to
1N.
4 times n. Oh no, 4 times 3. So we are going to multiply it. So 1 times n equals 1n. What?
12.
4 times 3.
12.
Wait lang. Nice one.
Listen to the
So,
teacher.
di ba, according to Ma'am Rosal, so, para makuha natin yung n, we are going to times it to 1 by 1 or by 1. Ano? 1. So, this will become 1 and 1 is equal to 1 or n is, di ba makancel na si 1 at si 1 dito?
N na lang yung natira.
N is equal to 12. So, this means that the three
Plus 4.
3 bukos
8 plus 4.
3 bukos
12.
so in 3 buko there are is equivalent ratio, so we are going to simplify. So, again. One fourth is equal to 3 12. So now so
The lowest term.
one is to 4 is equal to, di ba? Nakita na natin ang nakita na natin yung kung ilang buko ang kailangan sa, ilang sa water kailangan sa 3 buko. So, have 3
Is to 12.
is to 12. So, is to determine what is, if it is equivalent ratio. So, what we're going to, let us know first how we are going to call this one, the first term, and that second term. If it is equivalent in ratio, so we are going to, this is called mean. This is called mean, and this is the extreme. Extreme. So, to know if it is equivalent in ratio, so we are going to add the mean, the first term and the second term and the first term in the ratio, then add din natin yung extreme. So the first term and the second term of the ratio. So 4 plus 3 7. So 1 plus
13.
13. One is to
Because there are 1, 3, 2, 2.
one is to. So for us to know if it is equivalent in ratio is we can multiply it to the greatest common factor. So what is the greatest common factor? So we can multiply it in
1.
like for example, multiply natin in 2. So 2. 1 is 2 times 1 times 2
2. 4.
4. So now if we're going to multiply it in 3, the answer will be 6
And 12.
and 12. So if we are going to simplify it in if we are going to simplify it, we are going to find the greatest common factor. So what is the greatest common factor of 3? So we can see here is 2,
Multiplied by 3.
3. Both sides 3. So 6 divided by 3. 2. So
4
1 divided by 3.
4.
4.
Which term is you?
Greatest number
Six na lang largo.
6.
Greatest number.
Factor is 6. 6. So 6 divided by 6.
1. 1 half.
12 divided by 2. So we can say that it is equivalent to ratio because whatever numbers that we are going to multiply in one half is equal to one half ulit. So di ba if we were going to multiply one half to 2, we are going to both numbers to 2, that answer is 2.4, and if we are going to multiply it in 3, so the answer is 6 over 12. So if we are going to find the greatest common factor, so the greatest common factor is 6, right? So the answer is 1/2. So this means that they are equivalent in ratio. So now let's find the missing term in a pair of
dapat nagkuha na lang sana sila. Mo to bagay from start natin. February. Dok tagaran mo lang sa October. Karon ay late man gud sila no. October.
So now, let's move on to this example.
Sa mga January.
Let's move on to this example. So, eyes here, everybody. So, please read again.
During weekends, Joey helps her mother sell Goku foods. For every Goku,
Joey asks 4 liters of water. How many liters of water does he need for 3 bokos? So the letter will be same.
So, there will be one buko, and 4 liters of water. So, by the way, we can call it as half, equal or as. So, 1/4 as 3 bukos. 3 bukos. So, di ba ang ipangita is how many letters? We can write it as n. So, to find the n, we're going to cross multiplication. So, may tapabigay ako sa check correct ba? Write the equation, then solve the missing number. So, we have here 1n or n lang. N. Next, 4 times 3, 12. So, since the 1 times n is equal to 1, so we don't have to simplify. So we don't have to simplify because the answer is all that because the n already have no we cannot multiply to any because it's already 1. So n is equal to 12. So the answer is here is 12. The answer is 12. So 1 is to 4 is equal to 3 over 12. So,
letter. What we are going to do next?
so like for example, kung kani, ato ni siyang simplify para so that we can know that it is equivalent in ratio. So, what is the greatest common factor of 3, 12? 3. So, 3. We are going to multiply it the both numbers into 3. So, 3 divided by 3, 1. So, 12 divided by 3, 4. So, this means that this equation is equivalent ratio. So, do you understand, class?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Now, let's proceed to the next topic. Okay?
Very, very gutom.
Let's do the next. Gusto niyo ikon example? Sige. Now, what is a proportion? Sige. Now, let us define what is a proportion. Everyone, please listen. Anyone? Sige. Please, everybody read.
Proportion is a statement of equality between two ratios or fractions.
So this means that a proportion is the equality between two ratios. So if the first ratio And if the first ratio is equal to the second ratio, it is called proportion. So let us have here an example. So 1 is to 3 as 3 is to 9 or equal to 3 is to 9. Or we can write it into fraction form. 1 is to 3. 1 is to 3 or 1/3 as
And
3
3
9.
ninths.
So as what I have said earlier that the second term and the first term in the ratio is called means, and the first
Stream.
term in the first term and the second term in the ratio is
Streams.
extremes. So yes, to get the proportion. So to know if it is a proportion, so what we are going to do is if it is in column form, if it is right in column form, so we are going to multiply the means
Means and
and the extremes. So 3 times 3 9. So 1 times 9 9. So this means that these ratios are in proportion. So next this is in fraction form. So one
1/3
third
and
as
3
3
ninths.
ninths. So we're going to cross multiply. So 1 times 9. So 9. 3 times 3 9. This means that these are this is a proportion. So next. So do you understand, class?
Yes, teacher.
So sige. Now let's move on to the next topic. Direct proportion. So now what is direct proportion?
Is
Is an equality in ratios where an increase in one quantity causes an increase also in another quantity, or decrease in one quantity causes a decrease in another quantity.
So this direct direct proportion is like, for example, the ratio proportion is if the first ratio causes a decrease to the second ratio, or in the first ratio, it causes a decrease in a second ratio. So like for example, please read everyone.
a bus travels 300 kilometers in 2 hours. How far can it travel in 6 hours?
So first we are going to write it. We are going to write the range. First one is asked. So what is asked here is the
How far?
From how far?
So what is asked? How far
Can travel
Can it travel?
in 6 hours?
150 times 6.
Now what are the given?
300 kilometers.
300
and 6 hours.
What are the
Given.
Numbers.
So we're going to write the given numbers. So first there are 300 kilometers.
2 hours.
2 hours. And 6 hours. So now we are going to write it in. We are going to write it. Guys, are you still listening? Yes. First, we are going to write it in a column form. So, diba, the first term here is 300. 300 is 2 hours. 2 hours. So the what is asked here is how far can it travel in 6 hours? So this means that we are we, the it is the missing term. So n is to 6 hours. Yes. So now going to solve this problem. So 300. O saan dito na ano nga ang gagawin natin if we are going to find the proportion?
First term to the
We are going
The
to
means and
add the
extreme.
means. So where is the mean here?
2 and n.
2 and n. So what is the extreme here? 300. So 306. So what are we going to do now?
2 plus n.
So 2 plus n, 2 times n rather. 2 times n and 300 times 6. 300 times 6. So yes. So now, 2 times n, 2n, 2n, as
600.
300 times 6,
6. Ay, 1 to
300 times 6,
1 to
1,800. So now, to find the n, so we are going to multiply this by 1/2. 1/2.
i-lose man. Ay, oo. I-divide both sides
So
by 2 man.
magiging 2n
Over 2.
as 1,800 over 2 and 1,800 over 2. So now the 2 here, in the numerator and the denominator will be cancelled. So 2 mawawala na yung 2. So ang maiiwan is n. So now 1,800 divided by 900. So the missing term here is 300. 300 is to 2 as 900 is to 6. So now let us know why it is called direct proportion. It is because here in the first term of the first ratio increase in the second ratio in the first term. Understood? So here, di ba nag-decrease si 300, nagiging 900. So, in the second term of the first ratio, di ba nag-increase din siya in the second term of the ratio?
Six.
So, do you understand why it is called direct proportion? Sige, let us have here another example. Another example. So, I have here 7. 7 is the 8. 7 is the 8 as 56 is to n. So, who can write it on the board? Who can answer it on the board? Anyone? Anyone from the class? Can write it on the board. Can answer it. Can write. Anyone? So, how are you going to answer it? How are you going to find the missing term in a direct proportion? proportion.
Look first the extreme and the mean.
Noraline, can you please answer it on the board? Answer this equation. So first, we are going to multiply the means. Oh,
7
Times n.
times
Times
n.
sige. Now, how are you going to 56 times 8. 56
Diba i-cross
times
to?
8, everyone.
448.
Hoy.
Sila ba? 8 times
Yan,
448.
38
times equals
7
7
n.
So,
1/2.
And half.
Tapos 7 and
ako yung mga nag-on.
448. Narating.
64. 64.
Then equals 64.
So, the missing term is 64. So, we are going to substitute it. So, 7:8 is equal to 56 is to 50. 56 is to 64.
64.
So, di ba, we're going to, it is called direct proportion because here, in the first term, increase in the second term. And in the first term, in the second ratio. So, in the second term, here is also increase in the second term of the ratio. Second ratio, rather. So, now, do you understand, class? Do you have any question? Now let's move on to let's move on to the next topic.
Last na lang. By
Now, what is inverse proportion?
proportion where an increase in one quantity causes a decrease in the other quantity or the decrease in one quantity causes an increase in another quantity.
So, example here.
35 men can reap a field.
So, we're going to write the ratio. So, 35 means with
8 days.
8 days. As how many days? 20 men is to n because we're finding here the how many days. So we're going to write it in. So now what we're going to do is we can write it in fraction positive. So we're going to find the means and the extreme. So 8 times 20.
160.
116. 35 times n.
35 n.
35 n. So we're going to write it 35 times
As in the above process.
equal to 20.
And
20 times n. So we have here, I know. 8 times 20 has
35 times n.
times n. So 8 times 20
160.
equal to 35 times n.
35 n.
35 n. So we are going to multiply it by 135. So magiging 160 divide 35. 35 and
Over 35.
35. So the answer is 160 divide 35.
4.6.
60 divide 35.
Decimal.
160 divide
Yes.
35.
5. 5 na round off.
5 teacher. Okay, we're going to round it. Round 4.5.
5.
4.5, 7, or 4.7 or 5.
5.
5 or
And
10. So, we are so now to know if it is inverse proportion. So we're going to substitute the n to 5. So magiging 35 is to 8 as
20.
20
Is
is
to
to 5.
5.
So, di ba, your proportion where an increase in one quantity causes a decrease. So, what was about if di ba nag-increase siya dito sa first term? So, here, in the first term of the second ratio, di ba nag-increase siya? So,
Decrease.
nag-decrease. So this means that it is an inverse proportion. So, do you understand, class?
yes.
Later, we can differentiate the direct inverse proportion. So now, do you understand the inverse proportion? Ayaw sa. Now,
Tumay na.
let's move on to the last topic, which is the partitive proportion. Yes. So now please read everyone.
Shows the total number of an object distributed into two or more unequal quantities.
So this means that a partitive proportion ang total number niya is divided into different terms or different quantities. So now let's have an example here. So there are three numbers. Three numbers are in the ratio of 1 is to 4 is to 7. Now find the second number if their sum is 276. So now what we're going to do is so now to answer this, what we're going to do is what is asked here? What is asked? What is asked here? Find the second number. Now what is asked? Find
Second number.
the second number. Second number.
Their sum is
Their sum is 276.
Their sum is 276.
76.
So now, what are the given numbers here?
3.
We have no, it's not included. There are only 1 to 4 to 7. Three numbers. Next, we
1
have
7.
1 is to
4.
1 is to 4 is to 7. And the sum is 276 sum. So now, what are we going to do is at the given ratio. So first we're going. So what is the given ratio here? 1 is to 4 to 7. So the i-divide natin ang sum sa total numbers sa ratio. So, 276
Divide 12.
divide
23.
the answer is
23.
23.
3.
So now, the third step that you are going to do is to multiply the quotient by the second number. By the second number in the ratio. So, diba, 23, we're going to multiply it in the second term of the ratio. Because ito yung hinahanap natin. Ito yung, diba,
Find the
it's
second number.
what is asking is the second number. So what we're going to do is, i-divide na to ang
23
divide
sa
na to
4.
ang quotient. So 23,
Divide 4.
ano, 20, multiply pala. 23
Times 4.
times
4.
4. Diba? Because 4 is what is asked here. So 92. The answer is
92.
The answer is 92. So, we are going to know if it is
Partitive proportion.
276.
Siguro ang result sa kanang pag-times ang 1.
So, now, diba, what we are going to do now is 12. Diba, ang second term natin dito is magiging 92, diba? 92. 12 plus 92 plus 23. So what is the answer? 12 plus 7. 161. Where is the 161?
12 ba kayo?
No, i-add pa natin to. So, 127, teacher. Answer? Yes.
157.
Yes. I know. No, hindi siya ganun. So, di ba, here we have here nakita na natin 23, di ba, ang sa 276 divide 12. So, we have here already that 12 plus 92. So, what we are going to, ang third na pod nga, ang third na pala pang taon. So, what we are going to do now is 1 times 23 because money siya ang pag itotal, money ang total namin kasi divide sa 12. So, what we are going to do is to find the third term. To find the third terms, what we are going to do is to multiply this ratio to 23. So, 1 times 23. 23. We're going to write it 23. 23 times 4. 92. 92. 92. Plus 7 times 23. 644. 600 pila? 644. 23 times 7? 161. So, try to add it all if it's just 276. Yes. 276. 276. So this means that this is a partitive proportion because the 207 the sum is 276 and it is divided into different quantities. So do you understand that? Do you understand? Yes.